Hi everybody, my name's Lucy and this is Russ from Lucy and Russ's Property Chat. The video we're going to do today is on pressure. And how you deal with pressure.
Cue the cheesy under pressure.
I was going to say under pressure. So how do we deal with pressure?
I deal with it badly.
Yeah,
how do you do with it?
I thrive off it. I absolutely thrive off it.
It is interesting how we're different in that way.
Yeah.
I say I don't like it. I'm very good. For me, pressure of a deadline is important. I think deadlines is how you get stuff done. What I don't like is
as in like timing.
Time, yeah. So time.
So this needs to be done by Wednesday at 12 o'clock because that's the time deadline.
Because then I'm working through, or statements have to be done on the 15th of the month, and it might be 1 o'clock in the morning, but they're done.
Yeah.
That's how I tend to get things done.
But pressure, as in
the tenant shouting at you, the landlord wants an answer.
Yeah.
This hasn't been done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The staff want your answers about things, and all of that happens at once.
So I think, again, we talk about kind of personality types in the other videos that we've done, but this very much kind of goes on our different personalities. So I thrive off pressure. I like being under pressure because I am so laid back. Otherwise, if I don't have some kind of target or deadline or something to prove, I think if I don't have something to prove, then what's the point? I want someone to go, you can't do this, watch me, let's go, let's do this. But there's kind of different pressures, so sort of different pressures we've been up against. We've pretty much had it all, really, to be honest. I think for me, with central sourcing, working with different builders, it's taken me sort of 5 years to get to a point where I've got really, really great build teams, and I am very grateful. It's been tough, and there has been times where projects have overrun, or because we've grown so quickly, the build teams haven't been able to keep up with that. I was then responsible for sorting that out, and I had to look after that, but also our own refurbs. Things go over, things are more expensive than you think they're going to be. You can protect yourself as much as possible. You can get all the surveys done, you can get all the quotes done, everything, and then different things pop up in life.
Yeah. I think certainly on the trade, and so you got the investment side, and then the trading businesses, isn't it? It's often, almost certainly business things are more expensive than you think, take longer than you think. So the money pressure occasionally, it's just juggling cash flow. Also,
I think we've grown very big very quickly, and it sounds exactly. It sounds sometimes like we're a bit ungrateful to some extent because moaning, we're so busy and we're growing so much. It's not. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, and that pressure can even get to me because, like you said, it's more when everybody wants you all at once and wants an answer. And we're both, the one thing we have in common, I think, is we don't like it when somebody tells us that we're not doing a good enough job.
Yeah.
We take that really to heart.
Yeah, no matter how hard we know we've worked, we are both.
If somebody says, I'm really disappointed in that, you might as well just slap me around the face. Because I think, oh God, what have I done? Why have I disappointed you? I haven't done a good enough job. I'm really, really sorry. What can I do better?
We're both big overthinkers of that as well.
Oh, big time. There'll be so many times where we're worried about something and we're overthinking it, and it'll be, someone's called me. I need to call them back, but I'm worried about this, and this.
What are they going to say?
What are they going to say? And it's just, I just called about this. And you think, okay, great, that's brilliant then. So I think
we put ourselves under a lot of pressure in that regard.
We do, yeah.
we have very high expectations of ourselves, and I think because we know we're busy, we worry that maybe we drop the ball a little bit, but we don't.
I think we have in the past. I think at the start we were worried to recruit because when you take someone on, you've got to promise to pay their wage month after month. And that is a big thing.
That was big pressure.
Big pressure when it goes from just being the two of you to then recruiting a team. But if you ever want to grow and if you want to provide a good service, then you've got to recruit. And I think we learned that. And then suddenly once we brought one person on board, the team grew. And then it's great because everything's running smoothly and you've got the team there and it's brilliant. But then you go, wait, hang on a minute. When did we become a team of 15?
Yeah. And now we've got to control that. That's another thing to manage.
Managing people
and making sure that they're doing the things they need to do and with the budget.
But I think how we cope with that pressure is being organised, being structured, making sure that we check in with everybody. Everybody knows where they're at, what they need to be doing. I think that's kind of how we would deal with that. And then more kind of through other things that we've been through, we've analysed, at the end of it, right, what could we do better? What went well? What didn't go so well? Yeah. How can we navigate around that next time?
Yeah, chatting through with coaches, coaches and mentors in different aspects of the different businesses, and that's a huge. I think we bring this up in quite a few videos that having that outside view and somebody who's not involved in the emotion of it, because that is what creates the pressure. Often is the emotion when somebody sits outside. It can be a bit. It kind of almost feels like they're saying, "Well, what's the problem?"
Yeah.
And actually, when you step back and join them, looking in, you think, actually, what is the problem?
Or just a different way of doing things, or like you said, just having someone there to kind of chat it through. It's vital. We will always have somebody that coaches us and mentors us in the next stages we get to in business, in life, in our own investments. And it's easy when you kind of get into a rhythm, you think, why would I need somebody to...
I'm just doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. So, I don't need to check in this month. Checking in and being accountable month by month is so important and helps with dealing with pressure as we grow and take things on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's sometimes very easy to get busier and busier and busier because you keep picking things up. And again, sometimes that coaching process can be, okay, well, why are you doing that still? We realise now bringing on, an exec assistant, somebody just does stuff, just a little bit, and you think, sort of at the beginning, it's a little bit awkward almost, sort of saying to somebody, can you scan documents? But actually you think, if I'm spending an hour a day scanning documents,
and that's vital, that's management agreements, that's tenancies, that's gas certificates, that's electric certificates, that's all sorts of things that we need to keep on top of, and you don't realise that becomes a full-time role. And remembering, because a lot of the pressure I think comes from do I remember? Has that been done? Has that been done? Has that been done? Oh, big time. That keeps me awake at night. Is I'll worry, have I got back to this person? Has that happened? Whatever. And so just having somebody to and this, it sounds very much like we're saying, take the pressure off. Just employ someone to do it for you. It's a few years of hard work that has meant that we can now be at this stage to be able to do that. And we do recruit early, and that's one thing that we learned. I think the hard way.
The first person we probably took too long to recruit, and then we've been through a period of recruiting early, which is great for the business, but puts the pressure on to make sure that we can afford that.
Pay their wages,
Exactly. But I think that has helped with the growth of the business, also the steadiness of although it's very, very quick, it's been reasonably smooth growth because we've got people in place and we're not then trying to put people in, and then they're coming into chaos because we've slotted them in, they're built into the role. So I would say, team, chatting it through, and getting help, acknowledging what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you've got time to do and not time to do. All of these roles are important. There's no kind of, it's it's not things are menial. It's just that you have to in the end say, right, okay, well, I can't do everything. Which of the things can I delegate?
But also, more importantly, we say to everybody in the team, what are you good at and what are you not as good at, and what do you enjoy more than something else? Because we want somebody who's good at something and enjoys it, because selfishly for us that's a bonus, because then they're really good at their job and they enjoy coming in every day. We, right from the start, one of our things was we wanted our team to say, I really like working with Lucy and Russ.
Yeah.
If we get that, that's a massive tick in the box.
And I think, alongside we think we treat everybody well. They seem to keep coming back, which is good. But we try and make it fun. We try and make it a bit of social, but that is in return for the commitment and the hard work.
Because they're under a lot of pressure as well. They're, once we then outsource somebody who just liaises with the landlords, and all of the landlords want a question answered in the next half an hour, that's a lot. Or we've got somebody who's kind of in charge of looking after the tenants, and the tenants can be extremely demanding, which is absolutely right. They're renting a house and they want a certain service, so they want something right now. Or it can be a deadline to move someone in or get someone through referencing. Within HMO management, it moves so quickly.
So quick.
People want to be in within 24 to 48 hours, and everybody has to be fully referenced properly. So I think we understand the pressures that the team can be under, and we make sure that we check in with them as well. Because, as we deal with pressure completely differently, so do they. They're all different personality types.
Yeah, we can't just assume that we're passing our pressure off onto somebody else and that they're not now feeling it. Yeah, so it's it's a good mix. But we have got a cracking team, which does help. We're
very, very lucky. Don't let them hear that. No, I'm joking. No, we are extremely lucky. So and I think also kind of the last thing I would say is just making sure that every so often you just remove yourself from it, because at the end of the day, it can become all absorbing when you are raising finance from investors and you have properties going through, you have refurbs going through, you have houses that you need to fill.
Tenants who want things, landlords who want things. Yeah,
exactly. If you don't remove yourself from that every so often, it will absorb you.
Yeah.
And it'll take up all of your mind, all of your energy.
It's easy to think, if I work just a bit more and a bit more and a bit more, and I won't have a day off, and I work on Saturday and I work till 7 o'clock, that more will get done. Actually, the opposite is probably true.
It's counterproductive.
We tend to alternate Wednesdays, don't we? That works. Having a bit of time off in the week during the pandemic, there's not really been a lot else to do.
But sometimes just having that day, having that time and feeling like it's okay to say to clients or solicitors or landlords or tenants, between these hours, this is my time off. And I think at the start, when you're trying to please everybody, you think, I'm not allowed any time off.
Yeah.
You
found that particularly hard.
Oh, big time.
I do it as well. And I think, I'm there to provide a service.
Yeah.
And, I expect, because a lot of our investors, this isn't their full-time job. So they're doing things in the evenings and at weekends.
Or weekends. Yeah, exactly. And if you don't reply, you think, I'm not giving a good enough service. But it is okay, unless it's an emergency, to reply 9 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah.
Or sometimes just send a message and just say, I'm off today, but I'm going to be back tomorrow, and I'll get back to you. And that just, you go, oh, okay, that's all right.
I'm trying to build in the systems we've built so they can help themselves. They've got information available about their tenants, their houses, the tenancies, the call handling, can deal with certain information, expectation, so they know what information they're going to get on a Monday, so they're not worried on a Saturday they can't get hold of somebody about something they know they're going to get emailed on a Monday. So again, systems, expectation setting, I guess that's another thing. You know,
Yeah.
telling people what they're going to get, when they're going to get it, does help, because then they know that if they wait another 24 hours, they're going to get the answer they want. So
Yeah.
it's a whole mix of things, isn't it? And a bit of time off other people.
Yeah.
Doesn't help themselves.
But yeah, in a nutshell, that's pretty much how we cope with pressure. We would love to hear how you cope and different things that you have in place to help you and help you kind of absorb any pressures that you go through within your property investment business or whatever it is that you do. If you want to comment in our comments of this video, give us a like and subscribe. That would be absolutely great.